I'd like to introduce Linda from England, who takes LDN for ME and Crohn's. Thank you for joining me, Linda.
Okay.
Could you tell me when you first started to notice symptoms?
The symptoms I had was from the ME in 1996. And it could be about 5 years ago when I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease.
Okay. Now, if you can tell us what you had to live with on a daily basis before you found LDN.
With the ME, in the first 2.5 years, I was in bed, could hardly speak, could hardly see, couldn't walk. I did gradually better, but not absolutely. I think about half better. And then I found the LDN and went to see Dr. Gulhooley in Glasgow. With the LDN, I started on the half a mil first.
Right.
At the beginning, I got quite vivid dreams because I was taking it in the evening. So I started taking it during the day. And now I take it morning and evening. That's the only way I can up my dosage. I take 2.5 mil in the morning and then maybe 1 mil or 1.5 mil in the evening.
And what was your Crohn's like before you started LDN?
It was quite active, mainly the pain. It was quite active. I have still got the Crohn's, but it doesn't seem to be as often now.
So before you started LDN, with your Crohn's and your ME, if you had to have rated your quality of life at that point on a scale of 1 to 10, and 10 being the highest, what would it have been?
Before the LDN,
yes,
would have been about a 5, and I think I'm about 8 because I have still got the ME, but the pains have reduced from ME. The joints in my hands, my ankles, my toes, they're not great now. They were very, very hurting before. Although they're still there, they're not. The main thing I noticed with the LDN, I suffered badly with brain fog. Now the brain fog is like cotton wool in your head, as far as spider's web, and you couldn't think clearly. But over time, the LDN has lifted it. Although I've been on the LDN, I think it's maybe nearly 2 years. It's still lifting. There's a little bit left, but it's still lifting. You know, my head is clearer. The pain is, like I said, the pains in the body has reduced quite a lot, and I still get fatigued, but not as much as I used to do. Although I still have to be careful.
Yeah. And how are you Crohn's now?
I've still got Crohn's, but it's not. It doesn't seem to be as active as it was before.
Can you eat better than you did before?
Sorry?
Can you eat better than you did before, or is it about the same?
About the same, because sometimes it is good and sometimes it's not so good, you know. Depending.
What would you say to other people who are contemplating trying LDN?
I would say give it a go. Give it a try. I would say that it's not a quick fix, like overnight. I think with myself, it took about 6 months to notice the difference. A reduced pain and brain fog and various other bits and bobs. The joints move easier, you know, your fingers and toes joints. So it does take time.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I must admit, Dr. Gulhooley's clinic is very good with me because I went to see him in the first place, and because it's quite a distance away, I can ring his surgery if I have a problem, and if no one someone's available who will get back to me. And if I do need to speak to Dr. Gulhooly, I just book a time in, and he will speak to me. You know, so you're not left on your own. You've got quite a bit of support.
Oh, that's good.
Rather